Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So, a bit of noise from the Feds and an interest rate hike, which I think many people were expecting, me included. Nevertheless, we got a rejection. Now, hindsight's always a perfect science. We were looking at the potential of this being a double bottom because of these two big price action patterns, so inside bar and big engulfing bar, and also then a double bottom neckline, which is around there. So we're looking to buy off this area. Didn't materialize. We barreled through it, but trend is down, and we rejected pretty much this area here. There's another little, what I refer to as a Brooks gap over there. So you can see that was structure that we paid attention to. Now look at the oscillators crossed over underneath the moving averages, big engulfing bar off structure. I would suspect we're looking for a move back down. So nothing really changes on the 3 hour, apart from the fact that we're already well on our way with the oscillators, and we do now have a little bit of a crossover here. So I'd be looking for a rejection, and I'm just going to add another level here because we've got a fairly strong zone here if you look to the left, and that's from last week. So that was the high of last week, which we basically dropped below. So I'd be looking for a rejection off that area. Close the window so that alarm doesn't bug us that much. Okay, so looking at the hour, we just come to where we are now. You can see we had a massive rejection off the top here. So first we got going, interest rate hike, and then we started climbing. Then we had the Fed's minutes come out, and we bounced around a bit, and then after that was all over, and we then decided to fall. So I would reckon we're looking for a rejection higher for another leg down, and logically we are looking for this area here, and that is 31,808. Oscillator at the moment are grouped to the downside, so I don't really want to jump in just yet, but moving to 15 minutes, you should see some structure forming shortly. So short of 32,297, or alternatively 32,356, and we are aiming for 31,808. That's kind of the view that I have at the moment. Now, if you just look at the 15 minutes, you can see I've got that structure in. But if we just take, let's leave those because we want to have a look at that from yesterday. Just take the underside here as well, because that could also add some excitement, and that's right here at 32,248. So let's have a look here. So if you look at this pin bar here, you just jumped in on the break of it and not waiting for the bar to close below it, you would have been burnt. Your stop would have been taken. And then you can see there's a sort of a rejection bar there, which is an engulfing bar off the level again. And here's your confirmation bar. So you jumped in here, stop up there, would have been massive, but that's typically what happens with noise. So that would have been a 400 point stop loss for 300 point gain. So not really a decent trade. But anyway, just to highlight, always wait for the confirmation. You get the pin bar, wait for the confirmation, unless you're prepared to take that risk. Anyway, that's kind of my view for today. Just bear in mind that we are, well, the markets are operating independently of the forex market at the moment, and that's not always a good sign. So typically they work in tandem, and at the moment they are not working in tandem. So Euro USD is climbing, and typically when that happens, you would expect the market to climb. But at the moment, what's happening is Euro USD is climbing, and we had a big rejection on the US market. So anyway, probably just a move down to the bottom here, and then we're just going to keep hovering in this bigger range for a couple more weeks, I think. That's kind of the view that I have right now. Anyway, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.